are we doing?
That's right, it's Arafire repeating on you like an Energon goodie.
So we're back with another edition of All Talk, No Shock. I wanted to take this opportunity to kind of have a thrash it out video about some of the toys on the market, but we'll save that for another day. Instead, there's been a few things that's happened in the Transformers universe, so I thought we'd better get out in the open.
All Talk, No Shock.
Okay, we'll start off with the latest trailer for the new Transformers game, Battlegrounds. Now, a lot of people shot this one down in their droves. I might be the only person who's actually looking forward to it. I can't decide if it's going to be a Clash of Clans type game or an open world beat 'em up. Maybe it could even be Fortnite for Transformers. Huh? Transformers games are very few and far between, and I think I've played most of them. So I'm not so quick to discredit them, because we don't really know when the next one's going to come from. Yes, a lot of people have said they would have liked Devastation 2, and I wouldn't have been unhappy with that. But we know what Hasbro's narrative generally is. They release toys, release a TV series or film, and then they release a game. So I imagine it will follow the same theme as that. Okay, so a few other Transformer YouTubers have covered this recently. There's been some reports in China of some third-party companies or some KO companies that have had their staff busted or arrested for obviously infringing on Transformers trademark rights. A very quick rundown for those of you who don't know what a KO or a third-party toy is. A KO knockoff is almost an identical copy to a Transformers figure, generally of a masterpiece mould and scale. They have their slightly different colorization and slightly different engineering and transformation, but by and large they're the same. Third party can be considerably more expensive. Now this is where a third party company does their own take on a character, and they use their own colour schemes and their own engineering. And here I have one of my more recent editions of a third party figure. This is Fans Toys Silverbolt, and even though I've stuck an Autobot logo on there, it can't use an Autobot logo on its figure, and it can't be called Silverbolt. But other than that, it is Silverbolt to look at, just under a different name. Okay, so now we got that out of the way, back to China. Okay, so we gather that Wei Zhang, a company that generally does oversized KOs for the live-action movies Masterpiece line, is one of the companies that's been busted. Now I gather these sort of shake-ups aren't uncommon. I mean, at the end of the day, they are infringing on someone else's trademark or license, so it's no surprise when that person starts landing some knockout blows. Bad pun, sorry. Recently, Bobby Skullface covered this on one of his videos, and I messaged him about this also. The feeling is that third-party companies are probably okay, as their likeliness to any characters is much more ambiguous and harder to prove. We all know Hasbro got in touch with Zeta Toys over their Unicron figure with a cease and desist notice. I can appreciate this is a worrying time for a consumer. Say you wake up one morning and you go onto social media and see that one company that you've invested into by buying their figures has gone bust. And if you're buying a combiner team that you're 3 out of 5 figures into, you now might not be able to complete the set. Still, I guess that's a risk you run when you buy unofficial. I have my fair share of third-party figures also. I do feel generally you get your money's worth with these things, but it is quite an investment. Hence why I understand people's cautiousness in investing into a third-party company if they might not be able to complete their collection. Right, time to finish on a high note. We have just seen a new trailer for the Transformers Netflix series, confirming that the series will come out at the end of July. Thank Primus. It was looking touch and go with the rumours of it being delayed. Anyway, it's coming, so let's be grateful of that. I'm not currently reading the latest IDW comics of Transformers. I tried reading the first and second releases, but they didn't grab me like the previous continuity did. So now we have comics, a TV series, a toy line, and potentially a new game, all going the same way as Siege and Earthrise. There's no question that Hasbro are following their narrative. Okay, that about wraps it up for this episode of All Talk No Shock. Thanks for watching, I hope you'd enjoyed it. Don't forget to press like, share and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.